Hello everyone, my name's Captain Jack and welcome back to Space Engineers. It's a Monday, which means we're reviewing another creation from a Steam workshop. In time for the latest episode of Star Trek, by the way, let me know what you thought of it. We're reviewing the USS Discovery. This is obviously the ship from Star Trek Discovery, in case you haven't seen it recently. A cross-field class, a Federation starship. This is built by the amazing creator Flygr. He's built all of the other Star Trek creations we've seen on the channel recently. The Shenzhou, the Taplana Half, all of those things. The Edison, I think he's building that one next actually. But this Discovery is built by him, and it is absolutely epic. The way he's done this in such a small ship form factor is actually really cool. For starters, we actually have holographic materials up here, or projectors, simulating sort of ring spinning. So if I do this, look at that. So if you're familiar with Star Trek Discovery, you know the ring, that's what it's called. I was saying the cell then. The ring in Star Trek Discovery actually spins around whenever the ship's getting ready to initiate a spore drive. Well, in the spaces, obviously, we couldn't get the small ship version to do that. I think his big ship version might be able to spin the saucer, because he's working on that soon. But in the small ship version, we have this projector which spins the whole plating around like this, and it's quite cool. We can freeze it there. It basically gives the illusion that the saucer's actually spinning. It is quite cool. I do like it. Look at that. But yeah, that is one cool feature on this Discovery build here. Now, it's a small ship only, which is a bit of a downside to some people. However, he has said he is working on his big ship version very soon, and we're to look forward to it, because apparently it's going to be cool, and he wants me to check it out very soon. But we're here today checking this one out because it is amazing. Are you guys fans of Star Trek Discovery? Have you been watching recently? And let us know down below in the comments. I'm really interested in your opinions. But let's get straight into this. Taking a look at the Discovery so far, it's got its iconic long nacelles here. Now, the Crossfield class is quite a unique starship, given the fact how it's just differently shaped from all other Federation starships at the time. For starters, with these really long nacelles, which you don't usually see on many Federation starships around this time. I think the nearest Federation starship I think with really long nacelles would be the Sovereign class, and I think that's not for about 200 years later, or 100 years later or something in Star Trek, when the Sovereigns actually turn up. So yeah, that's saying something in Star Trek history to us. The source section is obviously very unique to the Prime timeline, because it actually has holes in the source here. These little slits here are one of the weird factors of how it actually keeps the holographic material going around. Or basically, in the Crossfield class, it actually has spaces between the two hulls. Now, I don't know whether the main hull out here is the actual lived-in section. We've not seen much diagrams of the Crossfield yet, particularly it's like cross-sections. Crossfield, cross-section, that's going to be a mouthful. But I don't know whether the outer hull is lived in. I presume it is. However, it just seems weird that they're not too connected. I don't know why you wouldn't connect them and still have the inner bits move around anyway, but I suppose it's just to release the excess energy of the spore drive. It does make sense, and when you listen to more of it in Star Trek lore, it does fit in perfectly. Sadly, I'm not an oracle and don't know everything about the Crossfield class, but I expect some of your Star Trek fans out there and will actually tell us in the comments. If so, greatly appreciated. Looking on the back here at the Crossfield class, we obviously have the impulse engines lit up here, these really bright lights. Using the new spaces up there, by the way, everything is now really bright and looks like a J.J. Abrams film actually. We've also got the hangar bay here for all the shuttles docking in. Obviously it's a small ship, so you can't actually go through it. We've got thrusters hidden behind there, very nice. The only weapons on this starship are the two Gatling guns down here, but notice how he captures most of the windows of the starships using the lights. Now most of these are actually turned off or dimmed down very lightly, but he also almost catches those by having those small lights there. It's actually LCD panels which have windows on them, and it looks quite cool. I mean, if we look into that there, that's quite nice. Basically, a little LCD panel was put in there to give the illusion that there's actually people living in it. Up here, there's most corner lights. It's actually quite cool how he's done that, because it kind of gives you the illusion that it's actually a window there or a light, but in fact, it's just an LCD panel. Because if you go far enough away, they do fade out like that. And you can still see the lights on the underside are still there. And if we go in, you can see the lights there. It does actually look nice now that LCD panels are working from a distance like this, as well as lights, because it definitely builds on the profile of the ship. I can't go over how well the nacelles are actually done in blue. They do look amazing. More on the saucer, we've got the iconic sort of bridge layer up here. If you're familiar with the Crossfield class, it's a very identical bridge on the top there, which is lit up with an actual manual view screen where you can see most of the battlefield in front of you. This is meant to have lights up there. For some reason, we've got a little lighting glitch at the minute. They don't work all the time, but it's so nice to see there as well. Inside this actual area here, because there's obviously no interior to the ship because it's a small ship, we do have the rotor and projector blocks built in here to properly lay things out. And my, that is bright. We also do have a spotlight down here as well. We've got the deflector dish over here, which is lit up very nicely. The deflector does look interesting and looks Federation-ish of that time. Also got sort of a blue stripe going through here of a Crossfield class. Very unique. Now, I do apologise for the lights not lighting up all the time. That is just a general spaciness error, and we cannot actually cause them. There you go. We do light up sometimes. That's about it. Still, it's pretty cool though. One thing I do like, the design detailing on the nacelle over here is very cool. We're using a couple of wheels here to create that sort of nacelle look-alike. Now, I thought the nacelles on the Discovery were actually red, especially this section here. I don't know if that's an error on my part looking in the show or something else, but I remember them being red. I can't actually remember off the top of my head now, but still, it does look cool anyway. Some detailing around the outer edges of stores here. We're using corner lights again to replicate the fact people might be living here using windows. And the saucer is actually built very well, particularly how it curves downwards here and then slopes back upwards here. A very nice addition to give away that sort of rotating saucer look again. Very cool. Inside the cell, we have mainly nothing apart from a few big thrusters, or actually the small thrusters really, and they're lined up just every now and again here inside the cell. Now you can use this ship with thruster damage on, because if you notice how the thrusters are lined up, they do not burn each other, which is quite cool. So they're all hidden in there, allowing the ship to travel at better speeds. We've also got more blocks of thrusters hidden up here, stopping thrust, and more maneuvering thrusters up here as well. That's really nice. I don't know if it's a forgotten block out here, but yeah, there seems to be blocks missing from there. Inside the central part of the ship, we do have more thrusters as well. We do have some gyroscopes. And what else do we have in here? I'm lost now. There was reactors and everything around here. There you go. More reactors hidden around here. Very nice. So all of that is hidden down here. Now the jump drives are actually in here. I personally put these in here because it's part of the small ship mega block pack. This does not actually come with a ship. Neither does the arc reactor. I was just trying to make something for the intro, which didn't go to plan. Now you can see the ship is coloured in the correct way here. Sadly the lighting engine in Spaces doesn't do it tribute currently because of the update. However, before it did actually look quite good. If I turn the light on, it does capture that sort of Discovery-esque look. Other than that, it's actually black when you focus it off here. But it is that sort of chromish gold colour, or bronze actually. Bronze is probably the best idea. The Discovery is actually painted in, but I suppose with the old graphics of Spaces, you'd get a better view and feel of the ship. But anyway, I say, why don't we test this ship up against something? Right, we've got a nice ship on sensors up there. It's the USS Jaeger. We're going to go and see if we can punch a few holes in it using the missiles. Now, the missiles are looking new, and we just hit it already. Wow, okay. I didn't expect to do that much damage to it. Okay, so the Discovery is inbound. Let's see if we can hit it a few more times. Wow, okay. So the ship is armed with actually one... it's armed with one missile launcher, as I was about to say. We do have some small turrets on board. Oh, I'm going to hit that. That was a smooth move. Oh, no, nacelles. Jeez. So yeah, as I was saying, we are armed with one missile launcher in Spaces. Now, obviously, in the actual show, we'd be armed with a lot more phase and things like that. As this is a small ship, we're also armed with 2 mini Gatling guns. Not that they can do much damage, but in a small zone, it actually helps out very well. Let's see. This is our cockpit view, by the way. The cockpit is stored just underneath the actual saucer section. If I get out, I can show you a minute. We're just underneath here, and it's pretty cool. So you go just underneath here, and there. Awesome. Let's see if we can separate that. Oh, damn. We've got a perfect line of sight. Repeating a battle. Wouldn't it be fun if the Discovery was actually part of a battle of the binary stars? Oh, they've lost a nacelle. Yep, there's the nacelle gone. It's flying off. We've lost ourselves the next. We're drifting outside the ship. Let's get back in. Right, let's see if we can cause some more damage to the old Jaeger. There we go. Keep firing. Oh, that's another nacelle gone. Causing some major damage to the Jaeger right now. So this little small ship can pack a punch, and there we go, all its nacelles are broken off. Pretty interesting to see. Now if it had its turrets, it'd probably kick up a lot more of a fight. Unfortunately, it does not have its turrets, and we're about to hit it. Oh dear, evasive actions. Oh geez. I thought he was going to hit that for a minute. Look at this ship, it just sleekly moves through everything. Discovery is kind of a unique ship to the Star Trek universe. I want to know what you guys think of it. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on it. By the way, in Spaces, this ship can reach very high speeds as well. Just heading up, I've currently messed up my angle, but it can go very high speeds, which is nice. Sadly, we do not have a working spore drive in Spaces as of yet. The only thing we do have is a cheeky little gimmick of the actual nacelles, or not nacelles, the source section rotating like that. It can also go really fast, look at that. That's about it. So unfortunately, we do not have a spore drive. I would like to see a spore drive or something like that in space at some point. Unfortunately, for the minute, we do not have it. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little review of the Discovery I did. Again, if you want to download it, the link is in the description to the workshop page. Make sure to leave it a like and favourite as well, as it really helps out the workshop creators, and we need to give a massive amount of credit to them for creating these amazing ships. Personally, I can't wait to see what flyer comes up with next. Hopefully, it's going to be a giant USS Discovery. I would actually like one you can walk around in, and I can't wait till someone actually builds that. Anyway guys, I've been Captain Jack, thank you for watching this video. If you are new to the channel, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe as well. We've got daily Spaces content on here and tons more videos coming to you very soon. If you're a fan of Star Trek, Star Wars, Battlestar Galactica, any side of the universe, we're typically covering it. I've been Captain Jack, thanks for watching, goodbye.